cook bacon naked. Just do it in the oven.
Don't cook bacon naked. Kind of stick together. Just there's going to be a lot more boats here, right?
Welcome back to Dave's Canoeing Adventures. This is part 2 of the Magnetawan River loop, and it is gorgeous. You are in for a treat. Beautiful scenery, tough portages, and big lakes. Well, I have to admit it, there is a downside to canoe tripping. Or I should say, a less glamorous side. It's called the portage. Normally, I don't show too much of the struggle of portaging. However, this time, I felt that this particular portage was worth it. Because we knew that this was going to be an arduous task, we decided to have a planned approach. Never hurts, right? Our plan was to share the pain. The leading man would start with the canoe, and then the man behind him would have no canoe, probably carry the paddles and so forth. And then the guy behind him would have another canoe and another free man. This was a great approach to have because as the lead man became weak or tired, he could drop the canoe and the guy behind him could take over. It kind of kept us all from getting too exhausted and then we could keep the rotation going.
Okay.
I'm gonna nose in the dirt here.
The system worked really well, and we were able to complete the whole portage in one carry. This portage was approximately 2 kilometers. Now on the surface, that is a solid distance, but it gets worse. This trail is used by off-roading vehicles such as four-wheelers and dirt bikes. This means that there are puddles that can swallow a whole canoeist without batting an eye. At one point, we were wading into a long puddle. And as we began to cross it, the puddle was getting deeper and deeper. What we didn't realize was we were walking on a ridge along the middle of the puddle. I should really call it a pond. Tyler had the canoe and I was following him. All of a sudden, Tyler disappeared, and the canoe was just sitting on the surface of the water. I could only hear him yelling for me to grab the canoe. Grab the canoe! It turns out, when you slide off that ridge in the middle of the puddle, it gets deep quick. Luckily, I was able to jump into action and get the canoe off his shoulders so he could crawl out of the water. These are the exciting moments that make long portages interesting. But once you complete a task such as this, you get a great feeling of accomplishment. This is what keeps you going back for more.
Okay, can you help me here?
I don't know if this is a good jumping bridge.
Oh, Chris, was it a good portage?
Good enough that I might jump in right here.
I don't think so. It'd be lucky if it's 8 feet.
Yeah, it isn't very deep.
I mean, put my canoe in right here.
Right there?
You can see something right there. There's rocks there.
Yeah, I'm gonna put in there.
Just did ourselves a little 2-kilometer portage. We're heading to find camp, hopefully at Eagle Rock. Been making some good kilometers today. This is the beauty of the Magnetawan River.
I wonder why guys feel so
No, the back seat feels a lot more. Boy, that sun's coming out full force now.
How's that J-stroke look, boys?
You don't want to do it.
Chris, what are we having for dinner?
noodles and sausages.
After another day of amazing adventure, unbelievable scenery, and beautiful weather, we finally settle in for the evening. This is our time to reflect on the day and discuss our plans for tomorrow. The evening fades out to the sound of a crackling fire and conversation amongst great friends.